Alright YouTube, this is Snipe here, and I'm going to show you, this is, well, to be honest, what you're looking at is my modded PSP 2000 modded. Show you that it's modded. Let me go to system settings here. I don't know if you can read that, but it's got system software 5.50 Gen 3. Yeah, I know this camera doesn't zoom in, it sucks. Maybe a little more? Perhaps? But yes, it says system software 550 Gen 3, my nickname, my MAC address is hidden because of the custom firmware. Anyway, here's some of the games I got on here. Final Fantasy Tactics. Now, the Final Fantasy Tactics and Final Fantasy Origins, I haven't tested those yet. Resident Evil Director's Cut. Nightmare Creatures 2 is another one here to test, and Air Combat. But oh, hold on a second. I don't know. Battery icon on the camera. Yeah, I know. What you're seeing is a little can I converted to antenna for my router. For my mom. It works for a little bit. It works. I don't know if it works or not, but it's doing the job. But anyway, put that in. Okay. Now, this is the game I want to show y'all. You may recognize it. It's Mega Man X3. Now, if you were born in U.S. and you like in the, I want to say the late '80s. Early 90s, well not late, but you know, mid to late 80s, and you remember the SNES era, and you came across this game. Now, this game, Mega Man X3, came out for the SNES, the Sega Saturn, and the PS1. The US got screwed, but by only getting the Super Nintendo version, whereas the European and Asian areas got the PS1 and the Sega Saturn version. Now, any version is rare, but I think the Super NES one is very rare because those came out at the same time that the PS1 and the Saturn came out. Now, I've been wanting to play the PSX version, even though I got this. The X collections for the PS2, and it has all 6 Mega Man games in one, but I wanted to play it as an individual, so I went and found the ISO for it. But this game eluded me on how to get this freaking thing to work, because you needed to write POPs file and all that shit. So I thought it was just a firmware problem until I finally unlocked the secrets of how to use POPs files. So I'm gonna turn it on. I'm going to hold down the R button so I can show you which POPs it runs on. It takes a moment for it to show up. Now, even though you can't see it because of the piss poor zooming quality of this camera, it's highlighted under POPs 3.72. And I'm not making this shit up. It actually, well, you're gonna see for yourself. There's the PlayStation logo. Now, it would be full screen, but the full screen on 3.72, yeah, piracy, that bullshit. The 3.72 firmware does not do full zoom. Or full screen, for this game. Capcom logo. The Virgin Interactive logo bullshit. Now it's saying now loading. Watch. At this point, the game would have froze on here if I was using any other POPs file. There it goes. I was ecstatic when this scene came up. I'm just gonna skip it. And it takes a little while. And there it goes. I got a couple of games done, but you know what? I'm just going to start a new game just to show you that it does work. forgive me for the bad quality, because I'm looking at the game screen, and at this screen of my camera, just to make sure just to make sure. I'm just gonna play through this first part of the game. Now there is a slight glitch. I think it's because of part of the 3.72 POPs file that this game only works with. If you were to play through the entire game and get to the point where you can have to refight all 8 of these all 8 of the bosses in the game minus Sigma, if you were to go through each can or each teleporter in a counterclockwise movement, it'll freeze up at one of the later teleporters. It'll show the background, but it won't show like characters. Sorry, I'm punching my back. It won't show none of that shit. So the only way you can get by through that is by playing in the same area in a clockwise motion. Just nice talking CS. This is a short level, to be honest. I'm trying to get through here. As you can see, X got caught by Mac, who just joined Dr. Doppler's game. And now we see Zero coming in. Yes, even though if you start playing the Mega Man X series at when Mega Man X4 came in, Mega Man X4 was not the first game that allows you to play as Zero. This one was. The way it works is when switching onto the start menu, it doesn't matter on the L and R buttons. This little screen right here allows you to pick Zero, and you can switch out between Zero and X. The only problem is that when you start playing as Zero, you have to be really careful. Not because Zero isn't a bad. It's not that Zero is a bad character to use. It's just that if he dies just once, you can't use him again. That's Capcom's bullshit thing, As Mac comes in, charge up the Z-Buster, kill him with the sword, and rescue X. Are you okay, X? Thanks, Zero. I'm okay. I'll check around headquarters again. Be on your guard, X. Now, I've read somewhere online that the game... they were talking about the characters about Mega Man and Mega Man X. And some speculate that X is actually the original Mega Man, only upgraded. Don't quote me on that, I'm not too sure. You have to talk to the game creator. I don't forget what his name is. Yes, we're already at the boss at this level. This guy's easy. If you play Mega Man and you know Sigma's weakness that well, then you know this guy. One more shot and dead. So yeah, that was pretty much the starting level of Mega Man X3. And I just feel that this game does work. You just gotta play around with the POPs files. Not modifying the POPs files, just the way it works is that if you got the 5.50 Gen series, you need to find POPs files dedicated to that Gen series. If you're using any other, you're on your own, because I don't know how those work. And there they go. And that's all I want to show you. That you can get Mega Man X3 to work on here. Now, if someone on YouTube knows how I can get this game to work on this PSP using the same custom firmware, please let me know, because I'm having a hard time getting this game to work past the first full motion video. That's done.